Wait, I know what you're going to say. Give me one. Guilty!
Yes, exactly. This is Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland. That is Chris Mentalk, the Mind Taker, the Derby Taker. And this...
But I only take my own Derby, thank you.
That's inappropriate.
Okay.
Moving on from that, Smackdown Live Indianapolis review. Crowd was decently hot, and then they weren't. They snapped like Paul George's leg. Shane, what? Oh, you know that injury I'm talking about. Anyway, Shane and Brian, that was a lot of recaps in the first 7 minutes of that show.
Let's recap what we've just recapped. That we had recapped previously.
And recap it again?
Yes.
No, let's not do that.
God, that's more filler than Raw likes to put in.
Enough about Stephanie, though. And being filled up. Ew, I'm grossed out. But Shane...
You did that to yourself.
I did. But Shane and Brian, though, it was decent pop. They made their presence known throughout the night. Yeah, I mean, Brian especially. Good Lord. But then we had the opening match. Cena, Nikki, Ellsworth, and Carmella. Well, that happened. Miz and Maurice were on commentary.
Miz in the middle of a face turn, maybe?
I mean, if he isn't, I'm cheering for him anyway.
Yeah.
Because he's knocking Cena.
Welcome to things we wouldn't have thought we would say 10 years ago. Cheering for the Miz.
Welcome to things I thought I wouldn't say last year.
Yeah,
I mean, and Miz has way overachieved compared to what I thought.
And he can afford to try a face turn.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, yes. Because his first face turn in 2012, 2013 did not work.
Because it's more believable this time. He's being constantly put down by the other star, so...
Especially Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, it does work.
I mean, it's a great time for them to make Cena go heel, mostly. And...
Miz.
Yeah.
To go face. They did not seat Maurice next to Tom F.F. Phillips, because that would have been bad. And those jokes are going to continue. Because, look...
Booker T's Dirty Birdie, as he called it.
That was great. So, the match was fine for what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Ellsworth got killed. Ellsworth with...
He did.
Ellsworth showing, brief life with his gear. That was disgusting. Miz, though, talking about... I forget the exact quote, but it's like, you don't make your girlfriend sign a contract. It's like, and I'm like, ooh! Wow. He's not wrong, though. That did happen on one of the Total Divas episodes, actually, that I watched. That was years ago.
Man, you watched Total Divas?
I like Natty. A lot.
Oh, yeah.
She's hot. I mean... but still, it was okay for what it was. I mean, it wasn't going to last very long. And Nikki, I'm worried about because I know she sells some moves, but she's having numbness because of her neck. I'm worried that they may need to, rush this.
Yes.
And let her have time off, and if she needs more neck surgery or if she needs to retire.
Because nothing wrong could happen by making someone continue to wrestle with a neck injury. It's living on the edge at best.
Yes. And, nothing could happen. Nobody would snap because of problems that they have with their neck and concussions. We don't need that. Benoit, the amount of concussions he had. It actually was insane. His brain was mush. But Hawkins and Ambrose, poor Hawkins. I hope he's getting paid well because they've done nothing with him. Ambrose.
That's one of the few times we've seen him on TV. The last time, he did anything noticeable to us is when we saw him live in the dark match.
Dark match against Mojo. And then they had that match at Elimination Chamber for the kickoff. Hooray! Ambrose and Corbin, though. It was good build for Mania, and now I think we have a new IC champion, Chris. The forklift.
Oh, yes.
The backstage forklift.
That 3 count, though.
You're right. No one could pin the shoulders to the mat. It doesn't have shoulders. So
undisputed champ.
Yeah. It's still it should be a good match.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut it down to 7 minutes, and they're not gonna give him anything though, because Goldberg and Lesnar are gonna be able to have such a long match at Mania. Goldberg with his whole life alert thing, I fall and I can't get up. It's a great meme if you haven't checked that out. Check out my timeline. Anyway,
do it.
So Mojo being
Mojo
being built, why not?
Or not.
I mean, I don't know.
No. I was talking about the joke. But
yeah.
Onto Mojo.
He'll be a one-time IC champion. If Ryder's going to be out that long, why not? You need some more bodies and to be used better.
Yeah, and Mojo can definitely put on a show.
Yeah.
He's a heavyweight that moves like a cruiserweight.
A Mojo Show.
I am Mojo. Curses.
No, I agree with you though.
Yeah.
He can put on a decent show. He's not great. He's never going to be a world champion, but he doesn't need to be.
But
he's fine.
He's
talented.
You're high in mid card. I mean, he could definitely breathe some life into a championship that. Who has the championship currently? For IC?
Ambrose.
Right.
Shit, I forgot about that. It's sad because Ambrose is a 2-time IC champion.
Right. But they're not building it as much as they should. They don't bring as much attention to it. They're just bringing attention to the feud between Ambrose and Corbin.
After Miz and Ziggler had done Miz especially had done a damn good job building the IC title before the brand split. Miz and Ziggler had some great matches, and that's all you've been doing. I mean, come on, guys. You have a mid-card championship. Use it better.
Bruh.
The tag team titles weren't even on SmackDown again. American Alpha are the tag team champions. I mean, you have a bunch of other jobber teams, and then you have the Usos down here because the Usos aren't interesting.
Right.
They haven't been interesting since they split up from being Rikishi.
Yeah.
But, yeah, SmackDown has a better chance to steal the show at Mania, despite the fact that all their matches will probably be before 6 o'clock. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not.
I mean, I want to be wrong. The Blistertation. Well, that happened. Or
not blistertation.
Blistertation?
Blistertation.
I don't remember.
Blistertation. Ow! Ow!
I was too busy.
It's like a dissertation, but with Alexa Bliss.
I was too busy looking at all the women, imagining what they would do to each other. What?
Yes.
Not perverted. Anyway, it's nice to see Natty, Becky, Mickey, Alexa get some mic time. It was decent for what it was.
I was expecting a three-way, but then Daniel Bryan decided to throw a match.
And he threw his neck. Anyway, so...
To my hopes and dreams.
It was a decent tag. Natty went heel because she attacked Becky because she's a tweener now, I guess, something. But then Mickey kicks Alexa afterwards because Alexa would not take the match with her that they thought they had planned. Right. Cool. Multi-women's match at Mania. Open to any women on SmackDown.
Yes.
It's going to be Eva Marie winning the title. Watch it happen. I'm not saying it should. Watch it happen.
They've done no build for Eva Marie, though.
That hasn't stopped them before.
I know.
They did almost no build for Paige from NXT to the main roster, and then and I'm not saying Paige. Paige is way up here.
Yeah.
But still, they did no build for her, and then she beat AJ on the first night. They could do it. I mean, they shouldn't. Becky should win, or have Naomi come back from injury. She could.
Yeah.
I think she could. I think she will be ready. And have her win in Orlando. That would be cool. If that doesn't happen, they'll probably give it to Eva Marie because we can't have nice things. And then they will take a torch lighter and a can of kerosene, about 50 cans of kerosene, to the women's division. And then every woman should just say, you know what? Put us on NXT. And SmackDown can have no women's division. Because Eva Marie is just horrible. All red. Yeah. All red, cramped everything.
Yeah. Alternatively...
Okay, I like...
Asuka.
I like this. Asuka showing up at Mania. I like it, actually. She loses the title at TakeOver the previous night.
Yeah.
I like it, actually. You know what? That's a much better idea.
I'm full of those.
I mean, I don't want Eva Marie to show up. Yes, you are. Good Lord, your booking's fine. I don't want Eva Marie to win. But I fear that if they don't bring Asuka up, that'll happen.
Yep.
But if they'd have Eva win at...
Yeah, but...
Yes. But if they have Eva win at at Mania,
there will be blood.
That times of the month. Asuka will show up on SmackDown, kick Eva's head off, and win the title.
Yeah, that could happen too. But WrestleMania would be the best opportunity for it.
It would be. It would be.
But Vince is not a genius.
No, I mean he's a crazy man. He's shown flashes of genius by some people that he has hired. I never thought he'd hire AJ Styles ultimately. And I never thought
he didn't.
You get my point, though.
It was Triple H.
Yes, the whole point is the ideas end up going through Vince. But Styles with a good promo.
Took some convincing.
Yes. Aha. Styles with a good promo. Styles Norton was great, admittedly. Great match. And Styles lost clean. There was no Harper interference. No Bray. Bray, of course, broken. Possible, Matt Hardy thing. Matt and Jeff Hardy.
He needs a new family.
He does. And you know what, though? If you want to have them feud first, you have Eric Rowan come back. You have tag team versus tag team. Mm-hmm. If Bray loses to Mania, but we'll fantasy book that another day. I enjoyed the Styles Orton match. It was good stuff. And really, I will say SmackDown, it was a lot of talking and a lot of filler.
But they're trying to really build up the story to WrestleMania.
And they did do a good job building up some of those matches. I'm excited for the multi-women's match. They need to build up the tag division next week. They need to have something happen. American Alpha versus Usos versus somebody.
Right.
Have it be a three-way match. Have it be elimination. Have it be a 4-team elimination match. Have something like that. But I will give SmackDown, because I gave Raw a C+, I will give SmackDown a B-, just barely.
I'd say that's fair.
Only because there was quite a bit of filler. They did do a good job building up some of the matches, and hopefully SmackDown can get some good time at Mania. They won't.
But SmackDown rarely disappoints.
True. This wasn't the best episode we've seen in a while.
Sure.
But it was still...
It held its purpose.
Yeah, and it flew by.
It wasn't a filler in the sense of there's just empty space that they're occupying. It's
or Jinder versus Cesaro.
Right.
Or Rusev getting destroyed for a haircut by Big Show. But still, is that the grade you would give SmackDown?
Yeah,
B-.
B-.
Now, quickly for 205 Live, Aries interviews himself. My God, that was gold.
Because only one man has the charisma necessary to interview Austin Aries.
It's true.
And that
is Austin Aries.
It's me. But we'll settle for Austin Aries.
Yes, if I tried doing it, even wearing the Austin Aries t-shirt, I'd probably get elbowed in the face. Yeah. But still, good stuff. Build up the whole thing with Neville, the eventual clash, which I'm excited about. Then Swan and Gallagher versus Arya Daivari. Well, Daivari and Daivari. But it was okay. It was probably actually the best match of the night because it was given the most time. Put 205 Live before SmackDown, or have it just be a touring brand, because the whole crowd shot and the deadness of it is not good.
And the still
of the night. Yes, the fans do react, but there aren't enough there.
Or awake enough.
Yes. Which is sad, because in Seattle we tried to be noisy, but there wasn't that. Of course, the acoustics of the Key Arena suck.
There was that, and the only main time the crowd was chanting was Mary Poppins
with the umbrella. Yeah. So, still, it was a decent tag. Swan and Gallagher get the win.
Yep.
That was fine. And then Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick. Well, that happened.
Respectable beard.
Yes, the respectable beard.
Dim pants, though.
Yes, not so respectable pants. Tozawa and Kendrick.
The Neon Nightmare.
I thought that was a Neon Demon. I gotta see that movie.
The purple pantalones.
Pantaloons.
The plethora of purple pantalones.
It builds a feud with Tozawa and Kendrick.
The perplexing plethora of purple pantalones.
Gotta keep going with this stuff here. Aries' package versus Tony Nese's abs.
Yep.
It was decent. It was given such little time.
Yeah.
It really wasn't the best thing for me to say Aries' package, and then it was decent. But still,
such a decent package. Somebody call me Little Cihrs, because I am hot and ready.
It's vegan burger powered package.
Right.
Anyway, Aries versus Nese. If they'd been given more time, it probably would have been better, but still, it was decent. Yeah. So 205 Live, I'll give it a C+. And the reason I'm saying, and that sounds like a grade on par with Raw, this is grading on how 205 Live is as a show. Mm-hmm. The matches were rushed. The interview segment was fine.
There were 7 minutes left in their hour time slot. Yeah.
And sometimes they don't even go the hour. Sometimes they go 50 minutes.
Right.
So, yeah.
You could have used that time to build up so much more, but you didn't.
I still like my idea of taking all the tag teams, putting them on Raw for the brand split, the new draft, and putting all the cruiserweights on SmackDown. Oh, and then you're going to you can have 3 segments with tag teams, and you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Or instead of splitting 205 Live from SmackDown, just make it the hour-long segment at the beginning. Make SmackDown a 3-hour show. But 205 Live, the cruiserweights, is that first hour.
I don't mind that.
That way it's on television.
Yeah. No, actually, that might be an idea. I don't know. They would have to let people in the arena earlier. We'll fancy book that another day. But so, would you say C plus, B minus, whatever for 205 Live?
I'd give it a B minus as well.
Okay. So anyway, so it was decent for what it was.
Right.
Raw had its moments, but dragged on some. SmackDown Live, yes, not
Billy
the best.
G with the 3-hour show. I wonder why.
Yeah, good. It was almost 3.5 hours of the overrun that they had.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we got to say. Do you agree, disagree? Do you think that the Earth is flat? Kyrie Irving, you're a fucking idiot. And anybody else that thinks the Earth is flat is a fucking idiot. So we have our Twitter handles, a thumbnail, and a whole bunch of hashtags that are funny.
Hashtag.
That this guy invents because he's a genius like that. This has been Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland. That is the Derby Chris.
The Durbinator. At your service. Good night.
Oh, yeah, right.
Bye!
Bye.